Hello, everybody. It's Saturday, May the 4th, and it is finally Free Comic Book Day. I am Rainbow Red Panda, and I have your special edition of Comic Time. I just got back from the comic book store. I've been there. It's a little after 1 right now, and I got there at noon. So I've been there for like a full hour just looking at everything. I always have to look at everything whenever I go in there. It's very sad. But I walked in, I got all my free comics right away, and then they're having a bunch of sales. I think comic book stores across the country, like Free Comic Book Day is like one of the few days of the year where they'll have like actual sales. My comic book store like never really has any sort of sale. So they're having sale on pretty much everything today. So I picked up a bunch of trades. I got some bags and boards for my comics and just a bunch of stuff like that. So I'll go over with you guys what I got for my comics. Of course, first one, it's May the 4th, Star Wars Day, so there's a Star Wars free comic. I got the Kaboom Summer Blast. I almost got everything that they had. I think there was only like one comic that they had that I didn't get just because I wasn't interested at all. I got the SpongeBob one, the Strawberry Shortcake one. This one I'm kind of excited about. It's Infinity. I don't know. I like it, and the font is kind of different, and I like it. So I think it's gonna be fun. There is a Batman one that I got. The Superman one, which I don't read a lot of Superman, which is really weird because like television shows, the Superman ones are usually my favorite, but I don't read a lot of Superman comics. So I think Injustice right now is like the only thing that I read that he's really in a lot. So I'm really excited to read that Superman one to see what I think about it. I got this one. It's a kids one. I don't know what it's about at all. I don't know. It's some sort of kids top shelf kids club. I don't really know what that is. I got Grimm. I got the Valiant Masters. This one was kind of cool looking in it. I think this was the first one at the store that I went to that sold out first. It looks like it's a couple different ones in one. They have the Valiant Master, and then in the centerfold starts the Eternal Warrior. So that's cool. There's a Judge Dredd. There is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Valiant. There's a lot of Valiant ones today, but this one, the one that everyone was most excited about, so the store ordered a ton of, The Walking Dead free comic book edition. There is the Smurfs, and then this one I just kind of grabbed, and I didn't know what I was grabbing at first. It is the Mass Effect, and I was really excited for the one that I wanted, which was the BPRD and the True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys issue number 0s. And I was told by my comic book store that one was ordered and then it was coming. Well, I got all my comics and that's the first thing I'm looking at. I walk into the store and I'm just looking for that one just to grab it real fast. And it wasn't there. And I was like, what the heck? What is going on? Like, I looked at the guy and I was like about to rip his head off because that's like the one reason that I went to that store. I mean, I would have went there anyway, but if they didn't have that comic, I would have went to another store first because that is the one that I wanted. So I'm looking around and I don't see it. And I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. So I get all my comics. I start looking at some of the trades and stuff because they have a sale on their trades. And I usually buy my trades during the weekend for some reason. So I'm looking at the trades and I'm looking at the Free Comic Book Day site. And I find the comic that I want. And it's like BPRD, Killjoy, Mass Effect. I'm like, what? So like I go through the Mass Effect, and lo and behold, if you turn it over, there's the comic I wanted. So the R.I.P.D. and the True Life of the Fabulous Killjoys is also included in the Mass Effect. So that's exciting for me. I'm going to read this one very first. I haven't read it yet, but I'm so excited. Like, look at this. Like, this is like bright and beautifulness, and I really, True Life of the Fabulous Killjoys, like Gerard Way, Sean Simon, Becky Coleman, like, I am so excited. I have an obsession with My Chemical Romance, and that is what this is based off of. It is based off of their last album, and I'm really excited. I have a tattoo from that album. The album cover is a spider, and I really want to go get one today that just says Killjoys underneath of it. Like, I'll show you. Like, here's my tattoo. It's just a spider, and then I would get, like, Killjoys down here. I really want to do it today. If I don't do it today, I will do it soon. It will be done before Comic-Con for sure. But I'm debating on doing it today. So if you guys have any comments or thoughts on me doing that today, feel free to put them below. It's going to happen, though, so don't tell me not to, because it's going to happen. I'm just weird like that. So that is the first one that I'm going to read. I'm so excited. Other things that I got at the comic book store, like I said, they're having a sale, so I got a bunch of, like, random things. Like, I don't really need bags and covers right now, but I got my bags and boards, because those are important to have for comic books. So they're on sale, so they're, like, 50% off, so I bought those. I got a bunch of these. These were in, like, the 50-cent bin, which was now 25 cents. They're just random. It's Wolverine issues 303 through 308, which, I mean, these are fairly newish for being in, you know, a 50-cent bin. They were 2012. So when he actually started to charge me the full price, and I was like, I got those in that bin over there, like, please don't charge me $3.99. So I got those, mainly for the covers. Like, I like Wolverine, but he's not, like, my favorite. I do read a lot of things with him in it. I will admit that. I read a ton of Wolverine stuff, but, I mean, he's not, like, my favorite superhero or anything. This is the first one I saw, and, like, this has a bunch of bright colors and things, and if you give me bright colors, like, I'm sold. I don't really like My Little Pony, but I want to, because it's so bright and pretty. Some of the other trades that I got the second Haunt, which I'm excited for this. It's not as amazing as I thought it would be. The writer is also the same writer that does Invincible and The Walking Dead, and I just thought that it would be spectacular, because to me those two are spectacular, but it's not his best work. He doesn't work on it anymore, though. Joe Casey took it over, and I've heard that what he has done with it is a lot better, but I haven't gotten that far yet, so we'll see. I got this one, Batman and Robin, Dark Knight and First White Knight. I got this, once again, mainly for the writer. I love Batman, but I got this one mainly because Paul Cornell wrote it, and I love Paul Cornell, so I want to see what he does with Batman. I've read what he does with Wolverine, and what he's done with a couple other comics. I want to see what he does with Batman, so I got that. I got the first Echo. I just got done with all the Rachel Rising issues that I have. So I'm starting on Echo. It's Terry Moore, who is going to be at Comic-Con, so I'm really excited for this. I've heard that it's amazing, and everyone in the comic book store thought it was awesome that I was buying it, so I'm guessing it's going to be pretty amazing. Like I said, I read The Invincible and The Walking Dead, so I got the Invincible trade that I'm on, which is number 5. I'm not that far in it, but I read so many things that you can't blame me for not being very far. I read like 100 different things, so back off. I also got the Walking Dead trade that I'm on, which I believe this is the last one. I'm going to start reading the compendiums, and I think this is the last trade until I can start and just buy the second one of those. So I'm really hoping, because these are kind of, I mean, $14.99 for one of these, whenever you can just buy compendium on Amazon for like $30. Like, it's a much better deal to do that. Like, this was on sale today. I did not pay $14.99 for this, but normally on a day you would, so it's a much better deal to me. And I'm also excited to read the Walking Dead trade to see what goes on with, or the Walking Dead free comics book, to see what goes on with that. So that's all I really have for my free comic book day thing. I'm not going to do like cupcakes or anything, because it's not Wednesday. That's kind of a Wednesday only kind of thing. But go out to your comic book stores. Mine opened at noon, which is kind of late for a comic book store to open up free comic book day. But go out. If there's any free comic books left, get them, read them, love them, and take advantage of the sales that the stores are having. Like, I know that mine isn't the only one. So take advantage of the comic book sales and buy trades and covers and boards and all of that stuff, and just read comic books all day. It's kind of a rainy day here, so I'm just gonna stay inside all day and read comic books and stuff like that. So that's my plans for the day. So go out and visit your local comic book store, and may the 4th be with all of you. Goodbye.